Hey everyone, I've been wanting to share this these videos of Inner Space Caverns in Georgetown, Texas. I went there last month in October with my babies. We had a really good time, and I wanted to share some of the footage and see what everybody thinks. So this is the entrance going in, and I asked 3 different workers how and when this was constructed, and they all told me that they just used dynamite to clear it out and blow it up, and they cleared out the rubble, and this is what was left. But to me, especially at the beginning of it, and I'll go back so you can see, it's looking more like it was built. These are looking like walls that were built, and you can actually see where it's very easy to see the modern stuff, this stuff here, this walkway here, and all this stuff up here, and the same on the other side. Compared to all the stuff in the middle here. So according to the narrative, and if you look online as well, you'll find the same information. I could not find anywhere saying that these walls were built like this to transition into the rest of the pathway going down. But to me, they clearly look like they were constructed. It looks like they, used limestone blocks and rocks, and use some kind of grout or concrete or mortar or, plaster or something like that in between it. Because you can see there's like these blocks, these popcorn blocks, and these square 90-degree edge rocks of limestone. And then all this mess here, and it goes over here too, is just looking very fused together and mangled, and not looking as constructed as the stuff below it. But the further down we go down the path, you can see it's looking... No, don't do it. Oh, shoot. I always do that. Sorry, guys. I'm still trying to figure this out. And thank you, Pants on the Ground, for your tutorial that you sent me. Huge help. I'm still trying. I'm not near as good as you. You're like a pro at it. Okay, so here's a good transition point. And to be fair, this is on a corner. There's a corner right here. You can see this corner. So, but I've got another video I'm going to include in this video of me coming out of the cave, and so you can see that back wall, and you can see the transition even more. So, and this video is just going to be about this entryway. I mean, before we even get to the cave, there's so much with the entryway that I'm trying to figure out. So all this here, damn it, I'm about to do it again, guys. How do I stop it? Oh, shit. Sorry, guys. Okay, let me get there. Okay, so here's where we want to be, right here. Okay, so there's a corner here, like I said, but you can see where this is all messy and this is all messy, and you can still see the same blocks. We got blocks here and we got blocks over here. Now, to be fair, they could say that it, whenever they dynamited it, they collected some of the rocks and they built all of this stuff up here to make it match down there. But the thing is, nobody's saying that. Everyone's saying that the walls, as they are with the rock, were like that. That they dynamited it out, cleared out the rubble, and that's what remains. So as we go down, you can see where we still have the same kind of pattern of rock style, and the horizontal lines are still there, clear as day. But it looks more, quote, natural, because they're like fused together. And there's a section I want to point out right in the center of the screen, right in here, that looks like little brick lines. And you can see all these lines, the whole length of the walkway. And once you get in the cave, the same thing. You see there's a pattern of these horizontal lines, consistent lines, that run the length of the walkway on both sides. So let's go to the next video. And this one is just a close-up. And sorry, my navigation bar keeps showing. I'm not sure how to get rid of that whenever I'm zooming in and zooming out. So this spot right here is just a good example of how it's starting to look kind of fused. And to me, it looks like this is, like plaster or is some kind of new, which maybe they filled in little gaps. I don't know, it looks different from here. But again, even the workers said that this was how it looked. And the transitions, whenever it goes from this to the actual walls going down. Okay, so let's go to the next video. This is just another one showing close up. And you can see the wall above is built. The ground we're walking on is concrete they put in. But all this is natural. And this flows really smoothly into the parts we just saw with the blocks and the rocks that looks constructed. Okay, let's go to the next one. So now we've gone under the little pass that was just in the first part I just showed you. So now we're about to go into the actual cave. And here too, you can see the same thing. All these, and you can actually see where there's like big sections. Like here's a big section, here's a big section, here's a big section. And then within that, you've got more. Actually, there's one there too. And you can see where it almost looks like little bricks or something. And here too, let me point this out. So this entryway is an arch, and it continues up. And the way that it's smooth, they got the thickness the same from this wall and this wall all the way up with these walls. It makes me wonder if whenever they were dynamiting it, it was easy to pull out the loose rubble stuff because it wasn't part of these walls. You know, it would have been all this stuff here that would have came over top that just crashed down. And so it was easier to pull out, and then you get a kind of a cleaner cut to create this tunnel. Hopefully that makes sense, how I explained it. And here too, you can see where there's like these sections. And they continue in, and these continue on the walls too. And there's these little bits. I'll show you. So like this thing right here, there's several of these scattered throughout the whole place. And it's just they like added these on to conceal the light source. Which I don't like that they did that, but I mean they had to add the lights. But I wish it would have been obvious, like we're putting lights here and that's just the lights, you know, and not made it look like the same type of material, because that's really confusing. And this is supposed to be the most well-preserved cave system in Texas. But yet they've added on these things. Okay, so here's a good area too. So here's the entrance. And to me, I see the sections. Let me get it more in focus. Sorry guys, I'm still trying to figure this out, and I'm trying to not make this too long. So I apologize. Okay, so come back. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, there we go. That's better. Okay, so here you can see where there's like these levels. But as it goes down, and I could see this as I was walking, but it's like there's almost like ridges, and almost the way they've lit it kind of also creates kind of fights against offsets this effect, which is basically there were like these ridges almost that hung down in a pattern type way, like there was cross vault ceilings is what I'm trying to get at, almost like a cross vault ceiling. If you know what that is, in the old world buildings, they'll have like, you know, these ridges that come up almost like buttresses that are like the whole length of the archway from the floor up to the ceiling, and they'll crisscross at the top. And that's what this looks like to me, but very, very damaged, because you have these ridges that are like a similar distance apart from each other. And like this could be the levels, like the floors above, that compress down on top of themselves. And over here, I just want to point this out real quick. Let me see. See that line right there? that's some crap they added to cover up the cords. And again, I wish they wouldn't do that, because I'm trying to look for things that are, I guess, showing that this could very well be a structure, you know, that's severely damaged. And so, just like at the beginning where you saw these walls that look like brick, throughout this thing there'll be sections of, like, it looks like a brick wall or something. And then it's like, I know they're adding this kind of bullshit in there, and so it's like, did you put that brick wall in there to conceal some cords? Like, don't if you're gonna add some shit in here and keep it preserved, don't add stuff and make it look like you're trying to camouflage it, you know? That's misleading. So let's let it keep going a little bit. Just so you can see there's another one that they added. Yeah, hold on, baby. So see, you can see right there. Let me go back. So you can see right here what I was talking about a minute ago with, like, the cross vault. There's, like, these sections. So, like, this is one section, and then here you've got one that's like one section, and down here you have one that's one section, and so on. There's one there, and there's one below it. And as I was walking, I was noticing this, that there's, like, these sections that kind of hang down, and then it goes up, then it hangs down, then it goes up. And do they burrow out the bottom? So I know they added concrete at the bottom. See, there's another one of those lines that they added, like to cover a cord. But in so many of these caves, in these cave systems, the ground will be flat and the top is rounded, just like we see here. It's like, did they clean it out and give it a really flat bottom? Or is this the ground to a structure, the floor to a structure, or the part of the structure that got so hot it leveled out because it became like liquid, basically, and so it just became, you know, horizontal and got level like water always does. Okay, so this is inside the cave, but we'll get to this later. Let me bring up the other video of the entrance coming out the other way. Okay, so this is coming out of the cave, and you can see right here again, here's another one of those pesky lines that they covered with something. Right there, you see. So I'm looking, the whole time I was in the cave, I was looking for stuff like that. Did they add this, or is this already there? And again, they said this was the best preserved cave in Texas, so why are they adding all this shit to it? Okay, so let's keep going. And I apologize, by this point, I'd started carrying my phone horizontally, like the correct way. But now, while I'm playing the other, if this is in the video with the other video, if I turn it horizontally, it might mess something up. I don't really know what I'm doing, so I'm just trying to show you the footage, basically. You can see a lot of areas that are looking like brick lines, like floor lines, whole big sections compressed together. And I wanted to show this one because here you'll be able to see that transition point by that corner that I pointed out earlier. And again, there's that pesky foliage, so we can't see what's going on behind there. So just let you get a look at it. So here, that was the transition point. So this is the back side. Right here. Of course they put a damn pole right there. So we can't see it that good. But you can see where it goes from here into here. You see? Damn, that pole. And a plant. And they had to put a damn plant there. Look. Ugh. But yeah, you can see right here, though. All this bit. That's where it goes from this more natural looking stuff. And this is collected. I wonder if they were to clear a bunch of these leaves and stuff, if it would look like it looks up at the beginning. How it looks over there. So let's keep going. Yeah, like if there were leaves all over this, just like we just saw there, would we you know, would it look more natural, basically. If this is what it looks like under the leaves, right next to it, I'd like to know that. I'd like to clean those leaves off and get a look at it. So that's it for this video. I'll have more coming soon that are inside of the cave. So I've got this tour was an hour and a half long, and I was just like filming the whole time, but I was having to walk and keep up with my daughter and keep up with my son, and I was in like the back of the group, so they would be gone. I'd be by myself, you know, just me and my daughter for a while, and I'd be like, oh God, where's my son? Because he would be up with the group, so I have to hurry up and go, you know, go rush up to where the group was. So I didn't get to, you know, dilly-dally as much as I would have liked to, but anyway, but I did get some cool stuff that I want to share. So more to come. Thanks for watching. Bye, guys.